Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Grab the coffee, light the cigar. It's time for the mandate. Alarm clock buzzing, but we already awake. Boots on the floor, got a full pot to make. Sun coming up on a Texas sky. Grill still smoking from last night's fry. Talk about fish and talk about wood. Stories get bigger like they always should. Handshakes firm and laughter loud. Just good men making their mamas proud. No drama, no fake, no shade. Just brothers showing up unafraid is the mandate. Pull up a chair, fire in a pit, and smoke in the air. Coffee first, then bourbon later. Life gets better when you're with your neighbor. From the job site grind to the hunting ground. Real talk rolling that good old sound. We ain't perfect, but we stand up straight. Saturday morning on a mandate. Knives on the table, wood shavings fall. That new baton shining on the wall. Cast iron skillet, steaks on flame. Every week it's the same good game. Football picks and camping trips. Ribeye jokes and cigar tips. Building things with our own two hands. Talking faith and making plans. No filters, no front, no show. Just men being men on the radio. It's the mandate. Pull up a chair, fire in the light, strip on a sun coming up on a Texas sky. Grill still smoking from last night's fry. Talk about fish and talk about wood. Stories get bigger like they always should. Handshakes firm and laughter loud. Just good men making their mamas proud. No drama, no fake, no shade. Just brothers showing up unafraid is the mandate. Pull up a chair, fire in a pit, and smoke in the air. Coffee first, then bourbon later. Life gets better when you're with your neighbor. From the job site grind to the hunting ground. Real talk rolling that good old sound. We ain't perfect, but we stand up straight. Saturday morning on a mandate. Knives on the table, wood shavings fall. That new baton shining on the wall. Cast iron skillet, steaks on flame. Every week it's the same good game. Football picks and camping trips. Ribeye jokes and cigar tips. Building things with our own two hands. Talking faith and making plans. No filters, no front, no show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How y'all doing?
We're cooking with Crisco. How about you, Andrew?
I'm cooking with Manteca.
That is the stuff.
That is the stuff, man. Let me tell you. So how you been this week, Rob?
It's been good. Really, really good. I've got a lot done out there at the ranch, and it's just been a fabulous week. Beautiful weather. Man, all that rain we got, it was excellent.
Oh, the only thing I'm not looking. Well, I'm glad it's not the middle of summer because the skeeters.
Actually, I don't think we're going to have as much trouble with skeeters. So
not with this rain.
If everybody will take and dump out all that water that's sitting in their tires, laying in their backyard and that kind of stuff, get rid of that'd be helpful.
Oh yeah. So welcome everybody to the mandate. My name is Andrew, and I've got my good friend over here,
Trusty sidekick,
the ball and chain, Junior Samples, aka Rob.
Christ, the man of the hour. No,
man of the hour. I'm the lesser half by age
only.
Yeah,
I like that. That's funny.
Nice.
When you came up with that, I just cracked up. I tell you what, I really get a kick out of is the intro. I love the intro. You sent that to us, we were heading to Houston, and I went, man, that is on spot.
Oh yeah, it's the mandate show.
Yeah,
tune.
Yeah. And I'm the one who came up with the name on it, and Linda's like, they're gonna think it's gay, right? I'm like, no, it's not. It's a pun.
It's a pun.
It's a mandate. You got to be here.
I was about to say a word, but I can't say it. I got to remember because I'm pretty good at not saying the English bad words,
right?
But I got to remember there's Spanish bad words too.
Yeah. Well, I worked in the oil field for so many days. It was not even funny, but they teach you Spanish, but it's not the stuff you can use in conversational.
Oh yeah, because it's
situations.
I know all the bad words.
Oh yeah,
and I can get in trouble. I can order beer. I can order food. Where's the restroom? I can pick up a date.
That's
Well,
me.
I used to be able to, but
Yeah.
not anymore.
No, would you really want to date again?
No, I'm done with dating. I date my
No.
wife.
I mean, if something happened to our wives, would you really want to
Nope.
go back into the dating field? No.
I mean, how would I? Every date would be a blind date for me.
Look, hey, there's always a positive.
Always a positive.
That's what I love about you, Andrew. There's always a silver lining on every rainbow
You know what?
and cloud.
The one thing I can think of though, the one thing I may go about dating again, because I can get away with going Braille.
There you go. Hey, let me feel your face. I really
Let me feel
can't
your
see it.
face. You got a soft face. Anyway, family show.
Oh no, I'd rather have a dog.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have a dog.
So we've got a few topics to talk
Yeah.
about, but hey, before we get into all that, I really want to give a big, huge thank you. Awesome. Thank you to everyone who liked our page, who went and subscribed to our YouTube, followed our
Yes.
Facebook, because we can now go live, and we are now live both on Facebook and YouTube. I'm still live
Yeah.
on my
I
personal.
appreciate all my friends and neighbors going on for us and everything. It's great.
Absolutely. And if you're still watching this on my
We have
personal,
arrived.
thank you so much. Go check out our Facebook page at it's the Mandate podcast and show. Go check it out. I've posted on there before, or our YouTube at the Mandate Show TX. But
That's
thank
right.
you everybody for getting us to our goals. Now let's keep this growing. Keep this growing, because we've got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Different stuff all the time. Got a few topics
Lagging
today.
a little bit this morning.
Are we?
See right there? There we go. Now we're cooking.
That may
Crisco.
be your phone, because my
Yeah.
one's looking just right.
Yep. Mark Kurtz is in. Patrick Strauss, you're up. Hey, cool.
What up, Patrick?
Yep. So Patrick got a boon this weekend.
Uh-oh.
Linda and I got invited to go to Rockport, so
Mhm.
we had tickets to go see the Red Clay Strays. So we passed off the tickets to them, so they're going to take our place. I told them that they had to put Lori, his wife, on lead tennis shoes so she couldn't jump up on stage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I can hear her in the background going, "No, Rob, no." So what is the first subject on the list, Andrew?
So speaking of rain, we've got
Let it rain.
Let It Rain.
I got about 3 inches.
You got about 3 inches. I think I got about the same
Yeah.
in town.
It was
There was
nice.
a lot of thunder.
Yeah,
A
3
lot of
o'clock in the
thunder.
morning.
Oh yeah. Well, that's prime working time for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're coming up fast and furious on the storm season,
Right.
and we haven't
Oh, I
had
know where you're going.
a big one. We haven't had a good one since Harvey. That's what, 9 years ago.
Yeah, about 9. Yeah, actually it is, because Bailey's 9. I got her the week or the day before the hurricane, and
Good,
she was
yeah.
6 months. Yep.
Nice. So one of the key points that I really want to stress, and that's really helped me out in the storms as well, is being ready for the storms.
Absolutely.
You never know what's going to happen. It could hit us straight on. We get the wall of the eye, which is the hardest part of the hurricane.
Right.
Could hit us with some twisters that spawn off because of the hurricane, flooding, trees, whatnot.
Well, a hurricane has 2 sides. You have a dry side and a wet side. So if you're on the if the hurricane comes in more easterly, we'll be on that drier side.
Mhm.
But if it comes in and we're on the more right hand side because they rotate counterclockwise.
Mhm.
So if you're on that back side where it drags the water in, you're going to get wet.
You're on that south side.
That south side, it's living on the south side. So you've got to think about drainage.
So we call that the dirty south,
The dirty south. That's
That-
it.
because of the drainage.
Right.
And I remember living on I'm not sure if you know where Taylor Avenue is.
No.
Okay,
nothing but
on
that.
corner of Mockingbird and Laurent. There's
Mockingbird.
a cemetery there.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a cemetery. Then there's 3 presidents: Fairmore, Taylor, Polk.
Yes.
Taylor was right there, and then there's that goes. It used to go straight into used to be Blue Ridge Apartments, but now it's like
Right.
something Creek.
Yeah.
So that street, every time it could sprinkle and it would flood,
Yeah.
and water would get in our house. But that when we had Claudette, when
Yeah.
Claudette hit us, I was still at that house, and man, let me tell you.
No, you're all right.
Okay, I had a key on accident, so
No, that's all right. You didn't do anything. So it flooded you out?
it flooded us. We had about 2 inches of water inside our house.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. That's just enough to irritate you.
I was catfishing.
Well, let me tell you something. It happens even in Bronson Terrace.
Mhm.
When the hurricane hit with us, the drainage was so bad, and we had neighbors that had actual trees growing out of the drainage ditches because they would just sweep that crap down the drainage ditch, and so our streets flooded, and so we got onto the city about it. Come to find out, there was a cracked pipe down on Airline.
Oh wow!
Or no, on Ben Jordan. It was on Ben Jordan. So, anyways, for prepping. There's things that you need to be a prepper, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm a prepper. I like to get my stuff ready. Generator, you got to have a good generator every year, folks. This is the most important thing to know about a generator. You've got to drain the fuel out of it every year after you're done. Leave the carburetor completely dry. But if if you didn't and the carburetor's clogged up, it's not that bad to repair. And if you're going to do that, you might as well convert it over to natural gas propane. And it's not hard to do.
That is, the generator is what I first learned that I needed to get, because when Claudette hit, I didn't know anything about prepping.
Yep.
All I had was a little power inverter in my van.
Yep.
And that's what we tried to run our fans off of, but our food was gone because those little bitty.
Yep.
You run off the 12-volt battery off the van, and it didn't push much at all. That's when I knew, hey, I got to start getting ready.
Well, and here's the element of comfort you have to realize. Do you want to be totally comfortable and just like nothing's happened, or do you want to just get by? Because that depends on the size of the generator you need. If you want to get by completely, you'll need a 17 to 26,000 BTU or not BTU, but watt generator, and that's run, not peak. Okay,
Yeah.
There's two different things on a generator. You got peak voltage, and then you got run voltage. Run voltage is when nothing is turning on and off in the house. It's just pulling amperage. Then whenever your refrigerator kicks in, it spikes the generator. And as long as it doesn't go over that peak, it won't throw the breaker. So that's what peak and run means. Now you can get a, say, 5,000, 5,800 kilowatt generator, and you can run a window unit and still have air conditioning in the bedroom. And you just keep one of them little 8,000 BTU air conditioners around, store it when hurricane season comes out, throw it in the window. And then you got at least some place where you can sleep and it's cool.
So someone like me that grew up without AC, we had
Open
fans.
them windows, baby.
Open the windows. The most important part that you want to do for me, what I am most concerned with right now, if something were to hit, would be my medicine.
Yes.
My medicine has to stay refrigerated. And there's a lot of people out there, we Latinos are bad about being diabetic. We're some of the most diabetic people out there.
Absolutely. That and American Indian.
Well, we're kind of the same thing.
Yeah, basically.
We're kind of the same thing, but we've got to keep our medicine.
Better housing.
Got to keep our medicine. Wow. Insulin. I take a Mounjaro shot. If you take Ozempic, all of that has to be refrigerated.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm on a daily antibiotic injection that has to stay refrigerated too.
Yeah.
So keep that. And the way I have mine set up is I've got an 8,000 run watt.
That's plenty.
That I have plugged into. Well, it's not plugged in right now, but the plug is there to go to my dryers.
There you go.
It's plugged into the 220. Then before I get that, and before you backfeed, that's called backfeeding.
Yep.
Before you do that, the key part that you want to do, you have to do this. And if you don't have
It's
this
a federal
capability,
law if you don't do this.
if you don't have this capability, you don't do it, because you could kill somebody with this. But you should have a master power switch on
master kill
mm-hmm. on your circuit breaker box.
That's
Usually,
the one that's on the outside where the electricity comes in. We are not giving any advice on how to do this. You need to hire an electrician to show you this and make sure that it's safe.
Yeah, there's plenty of electricity companies out there. I'm gonna give a couple of free shout out. There's Going Electric. There's Wint Services. I'm sure. I mean, there's a ton of people out there.
Any of the electric.
Any electric company. Make sure it's done professionally.
That master kill is a must if you're going to backfeed. Otherwise, you're going to be doing extension cords throughout the house.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong. If you got to get extension cords, get them. Harbor Freight's got tons of them.
Absolutely. Another thing, you do not run the dadgum thing in the garage with the garage door closed. Run it on the edge of the garage with the exhaust pointing out, and that way it's not in the rain running, and you can just leave the garage door open. I would suggest that you get a very nice heavy cable or a chain and lock it to something solid, because generators have wheels on them, and for some reason they just automatically roll off on their own.
And here's the thing. Going to the darker side of this, you want to be careful with this, use it as little as you need to, as much as you need to, but as little as you can, because you're going to hear that generator making noise.
Yeah.
And eventually somebody else is going to hear that noise.
It's a call to prayer for the thieves.
And then they're going to see the lights, and eventually they're going to want your electricity.
That's right. I've even heard of people running extension cords to the outside outlets of other people's houses so they could run their refrigerators.
Oh, my neighbor used to have their hoses hooked up to our water outlet.
Absolutely.
It's insane.
Now I do have a nice 17,500 watt generator for sale if anybody's interested. So it's in perfect working order, already converted over to propane or natural gas. Linda and I put in a 26,000, so we're set. So
I've got my 8,000, and I've also got a 2,500 watt that it'll keep you safe.
Yeah, that's what you want to run your refrigerator.
You got to keep your refrigerator going. I used it. I've used it personally for my detailing business.
Yeah.
But I can't do that anymore. So I mean, it's there.
Now there's one more thing I consider this more important than the generation of electricity, and that is fresh water.
Fresh water.
You can go on Amazon Prime or any of these places. What I used for years was those plastic jugs that you'd buy the big 5-gallon water jugs in. I would buy, one a month, until I had enough what I needed. And then when we used them, we just hung onto the jugs and we put like 1 drop of bleach in that jug and then filled it up with water at the beginning of hurricane season, put the cap on it, leave it in there. And then we always had drinking water. It was a little bleachy. Okay. But that 1 little drop of bleach is not going to hurt you. All you're doing is making sure that the water is potable. Now, non-potable water, that's great. You can take 5-gallon buckets and fill them up in the backyard and just leave them because you need some potable and non-potable water. The potable water is for like drinking, eating, washing your teeth, that kind of stuff. The non-potable water is for flushing the potties. Now, there's a rule of thumb when it comes to hurricane potty. All right.
Uh-oh.
You know what it is?
Tell me.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Yes. Well, see, when Harvey hit, I was already prepped. I didn't have a generator then, but to be honest, I didn't really need one because our electricity was back real quick.
Yeah.
I had a swimming pool. I had all the non-potable water I needed, and I was the only one in the house because my roommate went up to Fort Worth. So I had no problems flushing the toilet at all. None at all.
Well, Pat does bring up a good subject. Make sure you do have the enough fuel to run that generator.
Absolutely.
Now, there's one thing that I did on that 17,500 that I had, and I ran my whole house on that thing. I converted it over to natural gas, and it's real easy. If you are interested in how that's done, go to the Facebook page and just send me a message on there. Give me your name and phone number and that kind of stuff, and I'll give you all the information. It's not hard at all. It took me about an hour and a half to convert this generator over to natural gas and propane. And when we had that hurricane 9 years ago, I kicked that thing on and we ran on natural gas the whole time. That generator never shut off. And I had it inside of a building, but I had it exhausted out to the outside with a cooling fan that blew on it to keep it cool. It was very, very well over-engineered.
Nice. Another thing people often don't think about is non-perishable food.
Yes. I think you can get a lot of that stuff. You can still, believe it or not, you can still buy MREs.
Yes.
MREs are easily to get a hold of. I think what's that place out in Dallas that sells them?
You can get them on TikTok Shop.
Well, TikTok Shop, but
Amazon.
But there's what is that? There's that place. It's a like an army surplus up in Cheaper Than Dirt.
Okay, yeah.
Cheaper Than Dirt sells MREs and canned foods that are dehydrated, and they're not the cheapest, but they're not unbelievably unavoidable cost wise. You want me to read the messages? Yeah. Linda says, I remember Claudette cost a lot of down limbs and trees. It wasn't a very big hurricane, but it was a very messy one. Yeah. What year was Claudette? Do you remember?
I don't remember right off, but I was living right there off of Miori.
Yeah.
There's a neighborhood there, Eagle Creek area. And this is why we didn't lose electricity for very long at all, because our power line was a direct tie to the fire department.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So it went, I don't think I was even out of power for 12 hours.
Yeah. See, we're the same way. Our power line also supplies the electric plant down the road. So they don't generate their own electricity to supply their own electricity. They go back through and bring it back in.
Yes.
And we're on that line. So we've lost electricity probably 3 times since we've been out there, and it was only for 45, 50 minutes.
I was really fortunate there because the worst that we had was a down fence.
Yeah.
And a few shingles off of our roof.
Well, this is before we had the generator hooked up. So by the time I got the hurricane lamps out and lit, the electricity was back on. So all I had to do was go put the lamps back up.
Buddy, I had food. Because I was rooming with an Italian lady, and her and her kids there. They went to Fort Worth to go stay with her mom during the hurricane. I stayed home with all the food and the electricity was there, man. I was chilling. I was there watching. I had tons of DVDs.
Yeah.
AC was on. I had booze there too. So I was the hurricane party.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. My phone didn't ring, Andrew.
Hey, I don't know. Yes. Did I know you then?
When was that? Was in Claudette?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
No, Harvey.
Yeah, it was Harvey.
Harvey, yes.
Yeah, we knew each other.
Yeah, because I remember going to the church after that to go help clean up and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So on the food thing, if you got a generator that kicks in, here's another thing. You don't have to run that generator all the time. You can conserve your fuel during the daytime because all you can do is open the windows and let the air blow in and cool off. And so you can shut the generator off during the day, keep your refrigerators closed and keep your freezers closed, and it's like a big ice chest.
That's what they're made for.
Yeah. So they'll stay, and then at night, turn it on, kick your air conditioners on, and that way you're all right, and you keep your food right. Now, it's kind of hard to sleep with that generator running in the background. Yeah.
I sleep to do whatever I want.
Yeah. Well, I've gotten to that point.
If I sleep. But
what else about?
I also suggest keeping a couple bottles of propane.
I hoard propane out there.
You hoard propane because you're going to need something to cook with.
Yeah.
And if you are running electrical stoves, then you're going to need.
There's one other thing other than you need every man. I swear,
charcoal.
Every man needs a barbecue pit smoker.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know guys who have never barbecued in their life, and they're in their 50s and 60s.
Man, 50s and 60s and haven't barbecued?
Never, ever barbecued.
Man, even with my limited site, I will still go out and barbecue.
And I will cook anything, a sausage on the grill. Oh no, I will go out there and turn
I got the burn marks to prove it.
Yeah, absolutely. 3rd-degree burns on your fingertips.
Oh yeah,
and tongue. So and you know what? That's when I go out and fire up the barbecue pit. I usually got me a little snifter of whiskey going, and I'm sitting out there watching the deer run by, and I'm watching the steaks cook on the grill. Every man needs a barbecue pit. I don't care if it's one of them little Weber's. You need something to cook some meat on outside. That's just the Neanderthal within.
So let me ask you this. So you're outside barbecuing, you see the deer run by. Do you say, "You're next"?
Yep. I spray a little X on its tail.
I remember.
Actually, we got more does than we got anything.
Oh man, I remember one of my cousins from McFadden. We used to get a call. Cuz, tengo marrano, ¿quieres? Like, we got a pig. You want it? Oh my goodness.
Heck yeah. Now, that's another thing men need. You need some good, sharp gutting knives.
Gutting knives, hunting knives.
Finishing out knives, trimming knives,
Knives.
Yep. I know Pat.
Butterfly knives.
Pat, the last couple of Neil guy he's processed his own meat and it saved him thousands.
Oh, wow.
Learning how to do this kind of stuff, guys, is what we need. And if we need to do a seminar on it where we can get together as men, let us know. We'll get together. I got the place to do it.
Oh, yeah.
We can come out and we'll pop us a hog or I'll buy a hog and we'll process that dog out,
Get it.
I got friends that know how to cut meat.
Get it.
Yeah. And then while we're doing it, we'll pull the barbecue pit out and we'll burn some meat. You got to learn how to burn some meat. It's not hard.
And you know what? Even if you
Hey,
burn
look
it
at here.
just a little bit, overcook
Oh my gosh.
What's that?
Moment of silence.
Uh-oh.
Lori Casper Strauss is listening to the show.
Nice. What's up?
What's up, girl? Hey, we need to have one when a woman comes up. We need to have a deal that goes, "What up, girl?"
No. Say, girl, what your name is?
Give me your digits.
Like, órale, Jaina. ¿Qué tal?
Yeah. She says if Patrick didn't barbecue, we wouldn't eat. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have real respect for this man. He takes Neil Guy meat, wraps it around a beer can, right? Leaves a little on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fills it with mushrooms and cheese and onions and green bell peppers. It looks like a meat volcano. And it's just, then he puts it on the barbecue pit and smokes it and cooks it. Oh my gosh.
Best mushrooms I've had. I get from the place that I've had the best crawfish too. And it's right here in town.
Is that where your wife works?
Yes. And I'm not being biased. Because my wife works there, but oh my goodness. Southern Select out there on Leaper Lane.
Yep.
My goodness.
That's out on Alpha 87.
Off 87.
Just go to that dirt road and go all the way to the end.
Man, it's on the left side. Let me tell you, you can tell though when he's like had a rough day because that crawfish is kicking. It's spicy.
Yeah.
And he's got it's a different method of cooking it and seasoning it that it's his proprietary method.
Right.
I can cook crawfish and I make a dang good crawfish. I learned how to make it from the Cajuns in Louisiana.
Right.
But this guy, my goodness, there's other crawfish in town. And don't get me wrong, it's not that they're bad crawfish because it's all good crawfish, but this crawfish there is just phenomenal.
I don't mean to go negative on you, but I'm just not a crawfish fan.
Man, I used to not be. You couldn't get me to peel that head off.
I don't have a problem with that.
Oh no, do all that. You couldn't get me to do that for nothing till
I can peel shrimp till the sun goes down and then keep going.
Till I moved to Louisiana, up in Castor, Louisiana is what it's called. Little bitty town that I think this building is bigger than the town is.
It's called what now?
Castor, Louisiana.
Castor.
It's south of Bossier City in Shreveport area, but it's smaller than Nursery. But I learned over there how to make crawfish. And, oh my goodness!
Yes, they are, Pat. He said fishing knives are great for deboning.
Yes.
So
just put that up there. Is that
James
his comment right there?
Rob makes methane and hoards it.
Look, you can see all the comments right there too.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't see it that far off.
Yeah.
So
might need to give this controls to you.
No, I just need better eyes.
So we've got a cool system here, guys, that if you put a comment here and if we can catch it, we can make it show up on the screen.
Yep, absolutely. Well, so we were going back to the prepping. Mm-hmm. We got water, we got food, we got cooking,
medicine,
and here's the last part: home protection.
Home protection. I highly recommend a Remington 870 shotgun with the turkey barrel. You can buy the turkey barrel off the internet. They're not that much. It's a shorter barrel with sights, and you can put the slug choke in there and shoot slugs out of it, or you can shoot BBs or whatever. But you need a shotgun for home protection because that's just the you don't have to be so accurate with it. It works great for me.
Yeah. If your sight, Now, we'll tell you this: the lighter women will have a little trouble shooting that gun because it will put you on your tail.
Well, if they need to, you can get them a 20 gauge.
20 gauge.
And it'll
absolutely a 410 even.
At bare minimum, it'll run somebody off. Bare minimum, because the 20 gauge, sometimes you get the little BBs in there and they'll just pepper somebody.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
That sound.
That is a crook stopper.
Oh yeah.
When you shucking that 870 Remington, that is like a green dot on their chest. But for long distances, I highly recommend an AR-15 in 5.56 barrel. 16-inch barrel would be probably optimum for that. But you need something for in case when you see them coming at you. So feed the buzzards that day.
Get an AC-47.
Yeah.
You know what that is, right? Abuela's Chancla.
Oh,
47.
Abuela's Chancla 47.
Abuela's Chancla 47. Or get the Chancla Chucks.
How did he die, officer? He was beat to death by the Chancla.
Yes. Or the instead of bazooka, the Chancla Zuka.
The Chancla Zuka. If you go and Google the power of the Chancla on YouTube, there are some videos out there that will bring tears to your eyes. They are so funny. Absolutely hilarious.
So another key thing I think you got to have for prepping.
Yes, sir.
This
here
stuff
it comes.
in here.
Coffee break.
Coffee break.
Coffee break. Everybody take a sip. Oh,
I've got that.
That is so good.
That jalapeno coffee in here that I was telling you about.
Mm-mm-mm.
Man, I'll say it again. This is I use creamer in my coffee. I use Splenda and creamer. And I've been drinking this. I will take that. I will take that. I will take that.
Thank you, Lilo, for that button.
But this coffee creamer is put out actually by Paris Hilton. And I was questioning it. But since it was a sweet and spicy, I was like, oh, I got to try that. But it's great. I got it at Walmart. It's I forget which brand. I just know that it's sweet and spicy, but it's spicy with jalapenos in it. It's got a little kick.
Oh man, I like that.
Oh yeah,
I'm all about the kick. You can ask Andrew. We go to the Mexican restaurant after this, and I'll sit down, and those little waitresses walk up, and I'll say, "Do you have any hot sauce?" And they look at me like, "What?" And I'll sit there, and I'll be eating that hot sauce, and that little girl came up to us last time. She goes, "You know how to eat."
Meanwhile, his head is sweaty. So sweaty
that
that
sweat rolling off my brow. Strauss and Lori, the Strausses went with us to Las Palmas last week, and we were sitting there eating that really hot green sauce, and it is so good. But boy, you pay for it the next day.
Oh, yeah.
I think it ought to be a federal law that when you eat at a Mexican restaurant, they're required to give you vanilla ice cream afterwards.
And some so you can take home.
No. So that next morning you can pray for the ice cream to hit.
I'm talking about so you can sit in it.
Oh no. Cool off the tail feathers.
But you eat enough hot sauce, you get acclimated to it.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Eventually it's like, because when you first eat it, it's hot, and then it's hot again the second time.
Lori Strauss says the boomerang chancla.
The boomerang chancla, yes.
It bounces and comes back.
But so what's your favorite kind of coffee?
My favorite kind of coffee is the French roast from Sam's. But Linda and I spent a month in Greece on the island of Crete, and we found a coffee shop over there. And when you walk in, they have this huge coffee grinder. This thing's probably every bit of 16 feet tall. It's got a big wheel on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a deal. They stand up on top and they just pour 50-pound bags of beans in, and they just sit there and just keep grinding. And it's on an electric motor, of course, and they just grind what you want. And so we usually go over there, but we don't have it ground. We have the beans put into the 1 kilo bags. And because there's a Navy base there, we can get access to the United States Postal Service.
Yep.
So we fill up one of those, if it fits, it ships boxes for $20, and we put like 10 or 15 kilos of coffee in that thing, and we'll ship it back for $20. And then we mix that. If you drink that Cretan coffee, if you smell it, you'll do okay. if you drink it, you won't blink for the whole day, right? you could. My watch is wound up tight by the time if I drink that straight. So we mix it probably 1/3 to 2/3 with the French roast from Sam's,
Mm-hmm.
and it is really, really good.
It's
really
like,
good
that sounds like the first time I had Cuban coffee.
with that yellow scum across the top.
No. They give you the little cup.
Oh,
That's like, hey,
yes.
I want a full size cup. Are you sure? I want a full size cup.
Okay.
I didn't sleep for 3 days.
Okay. So people who haven't been to Europe, you can go into these coffee shops, and if you say you want a coffee, you're going to get about a 3 or 4 ounce coffee cup.
Mm-hmm.
You need to tell them you want a coffee Americano, and they'll fill that cup. They'll give you a bigger cup.
Wow. Will they keep it just as strong?
Just about.
Woo!
Just about. And if you walk into these coffee shops and tell them you want baklava with it, you're not going to get a little piece of baklava. You're going to get a piece of baklava the size of your face.
That is my favorite dessert ever.
Oh my gosh.
My aunt used to give us these goodie trays for Christmas every year, and I used to have to fight my mom for the baklava.
Yeah.
Because oh my goodness,
that stuff is so good. And we eat good over here because we got Texas barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go to Europe, the food is so much fresher and it's so good.
Shout out Mumford's, by the way.
Yeah, Mumford's.
They just made the Texas bucket list.
No kidding.
Yes.
I like Mumford's. I think Mumford's is, out of all the barbecue places in town, they're right up there on top.
Oh, they're good. And they're good nationally too.
But
nationally,
you and I have been discussing this one type of coffee, and if anybody wants to try it, I'd be willing to buy enough to make one pot.
Yeah. So there's this coffee that I've been wanting to try forever,
and it's wild. Go ahead.
I forget the name. You have to refresh me on the name.
I got it written down right here.
What it is, though?
Right here in my previously nicotine-stained fingers.
So I'll let him say the name in just a little bit. I'm going to describe what it is first, though.
It's called Kopi Luwak.
What it is a...
Hang on, Lori. You're about ready to go.
It is a coffee bean where an animal, some kind of civet in Madagascar
I got that written down too. Indonesian palm civet
eats this coffee cherry, digests the coffee, the bean comes out in the poop.
They harvest the beans.
They harvest the beans. So you got all these people that are digging in all this poop to get this coffee. They wash it off.
Not only that, but they scrape off the outer edge of the bean and then wash the beans thoroughly.
They clean them. This process, kind of like tripas, they clean off all the bad stuff. But they process them, they roast them, and apparently it is a phenomenal coffee. So good that it's the highest priced coffee.
The most expensive coffee ever made.
No, it isn't Pappy Van Winkle.
Yep, I got it. Lori Strauss. Ooh, no.
Ooh. Is that the bottom one right here?
Yeah. Ooh, no.
Well,
actually, Linda said Puerto Rican coffee is really strong. She bought some Puerto Rican coffee from that coffee shop over there on Laurent and Airline.
Okay.
The Cup, I think it's called. You can buy beans in there. And she brought it home. Well, actually, we took it on a trip, and I'm like, "Oh, Linda, this stuff's too strong." I was actually having convulsions. It was so strong. Oh my gosh, it was good. Oh, it was good. Nice. Oh no, actually, we took it with Lori and Pat to New Mexico.
That's
nice.
Where we
went. Yeah.
Another good coffee out there is actually Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Yes. Now, we are not sponsors of any of these coffee companies, but if you go to the Facebook page, you'll see a QR code, and if you scan that QR code and buy it from there, they will actually throw us some proceeds towards this show to help pay for the airtime.
Yep.
So they are not a sponsor. We're just doing this because we like Black Rifle. It is a veteran owned and supported company, and the coffee's phenomenal.
So guess where I saw the Black Rifle Coffee Company building, like the factory? Guess where I saw that?
New Jersey.
No. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Well, that's where they're from, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know who can't drink coffee?
Mormons. That's right. No caffeine. That's crazy.
And
what is up with these religions with stuff that they can't eat or drink?
I don't know, but we're not supposed
to be a Jew because I love pork.
We're not supposed to talk about religion too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, but the coffee there is great. The QR code that I have there is actually when I buy Black Rifle coffee. It is what I like to buy. It's a variety pack because I can't choose which one I like. They've got a bunch of different ones, but I think the one that I like most, I don't know which one it's called, but it's got the picture of a tank on it. I don't know the name of it, but that's the one. It's a blue tank, and it's a good one.
Well, Lori and my wife are on the same deal here. It says, nope, 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 never, nope.
You know, that one came on a movie with two old men, two old farts.
The Bucket List.
The Bucket List. And you're kind of like what we're doing right now, bucket list stuff. So let's go bucket list. For me, I guess that would be one of them. Having that coffee. There is, let's see, what else on my bucket list would I like to do? I don't know how feasible it is. I don't know if but it's definitely penciled in at least, is to go to Israel. Right now,
I'd like to go to Israel.
I know right now is not the best time because, all that good stuff in there. But Israel would be a cool place for me to visit. I would like to go there.
Well, Israel is, I want to go and walk in the footsteps of Jesus.
Yes, same.
That's the only reason I want to go.
I'd like to go visit the Weeping Wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Go see the River Jordan. Well, go visit it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, what's great about the River Jordan is right across the rivers. What is that? The Sudan or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? You can't go there.
Yeah.
If you cross the river, you're a dead person.
It's like the Rio Grande. Well, not really.
Yeah,
it's closed.
Trust me, by the time you get across the Rio Grande, you're a dead person because all the pollution. And all the.
Did you see they had a meme going out? It was a little bit ago, but somebody put a meme out that there was hippos in the Rio Grande. That was hilarious.
That's funny.
But bucket list. Also, I'd like to, I'm a big music fan. I would love to go see Carlos Santana and Dave Matthews Band.
I could pass on Santana, Dave Matthews Band. Yes. I think the band that I would want to go see, and if they were still alive, would be Leonard Skinner. I just wanted to, I didn't get a chance because I was too young, but, I like so many different musicians. I really don't have one that I want to go particularly see. I just like going and listening to them. I really like getting up and singing to them. So I'm looking for that coffee that you're wanting with the tank on it. Is it called Gunship?
Maybe that may be. I say it was a tank.
Well, it looks like a helicopter.
It could be it. That very well could be.
Yeah, it's Gunship. That's the one you want. Look at it real close.
Hold on. They're on. Yes, a blue one. Yes,
okay.
Yes.
That's called Gunship, and it is 12 ounces. And let's see here. Let's see how much it is. $14.71 for 12 ounces.
Nice.
Little under a pound. So that would make it about $16 a pound. That Copa Luwak, let me tell you something. I about lost my teeth when I saw this. $100 to $600 a pound. It's $30 to $40 a cup.
Ooh.
But
man.
Yep.
I can go to the bar and get like 3 drinks for that much.
Absolutely. I like coffee, but I don't think I'd spend that much. But if we could get just enough to make one pot, I think I'd like to try it.
Oh yeah. See what the big fuss is all about.
I've been around the world several times in South America, and I've eaten some stuff that would make you want to go ooh, but iguana's good. I don't care what anybody says.
You can get it in Florida.
Yeah,
they literally fall out of the trees in Florida.
Yep. Well, especially if it's freezing.
Yes, when it gets cold. I've witnessed it.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy.
And walking down at the dealership, went outside and right there.
Yeah, and they're big.
Yeah, they're not small.
They actually have tours where you can go to what is it, Tampa?
I was in Cocoa Beach,
where they take boats and they take you up and down these little canals where the houses are, and the iguanas are just in the trees.
They're chilling.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there minding their own beeswax, but they are an invasive species. This is what happens when people buy animals and then let them go because they can't handle them. They take over, and it's an invasive species down there. They're everywhere, and they put people on these boats with air rifles, and they go up and down the canals, and you can shoot iguanas all day long.
They've got that, and they've got a huge python problem.
Yes. I don't think I'd want to mess with no pythons.
Oh man, I see this guy on TikTok that is always out there looking for pythons in the middle of the night, barefoot, running up on these crocodiles.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's never mind. That's some other stuff, some other people's stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it. You know, we just started this channel. This is our first time going live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't want to get us censored yet.
All right. So you had one other thing on the list, or we rifle through it all together?
Let's see.
You had it. You said you had it on the list.
Oh yeah. We've got. Oh, we're going to talk about. We got the bucket list, and we're going to talk about how important it is to raise young boys into.
Yep. This is where the ladies need to come in and tell us and guide us on this one, because, you know, I'm a firm believer that women should raise their little boys till they're about 5, and then after that, it's daddy's turn. Grab them up, teach them. And if you don't know how to do certain things, there's guys like us who know how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Call us. We'll be more than glad to take Junior under toe and teach them to hunt and shoot and work wood and you know.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of people out here. I don't want to name names because I don't know if they're willing to, but I'm sure they'd be willing to. But you know, we know a great cabinet maker, great
absolutely
woodworker. We hunters.
Yep.
I've got a good friend of mine that actually he owns a hog removal business.
Really?
And
I bet you he'd take a couple of kids.
Oh, I'm sure he would.
Yeah.
He's taken me out before, and we didn't get to fire around or anything, but
hey man,
that's still
hogs are hunting,
going out
miss.
There. And I mean, fish going out there. Man,
now is when they need to be hunting them because with all the rain we've gotten.
And fishing, I mean, it doesn't take anything. You can go out to the duck pond and go fishing.
Yeah.
And what I really like about fishing at the duck pond, it's a small little place, but it's a small place. You don't have to do a lot of work to go fishing.
Fish off that pier.
Fish off the pier.
And here's another thing. This isn't about actual success in hunting and fishing and all that stuff. It is going out and teaching your little kid what it's like to be a man by just being around them, giving them the time. I've got a picture of my middle son holding an 18-inch trout.
Oh, wow.
That he caught out of a lake in California when I was active duty out there. It was his first fish, an 18-inch rainbow trout. And the little squat, I was like, Steven, your pole's bouncing. And he pulled up on that thing and reeled that thing in. And there were people all around us in boats watching this. I think he was like 6.
Oh, I love those videos of kids catching
and he's
fish.
Reeling in this huge trout. And when we got home, the first thing we did was we cleaned it.
Mm-hmm.
And he watched how I cleaned it. And then we took it in the kitchen and we cooked it.
Catch, clean, cook.
That's right. And we ate it for dinner that night. That kid was so proud because he fed his mom and dad and his 2 siblings.
So if you spend time with your kid like that, whether it could be fishing, it could be doing something outdoors, or just spending time with them, doing something, building something, you build a bond with that kid.
Exactly.
Then it's easier for you to lead by example.
And if you don't know how to do these skills, you guys have these young fathers have something that we didn't. You got YouTube. Okay? YouTube it. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to be there. Here's the best way to describe it. Take them in the woods and teach them to pee on a tree.
Oh, yeah. And that's how I learned how to pressure wash was YouTube.
Absolutely.
I couldn't see what I was doing, but I learned how to do it.
My sons used to love to go just hack out with me in the woods in a tent.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go to Texana and just tent camp.
Oh, wow.
So, but there's no sleeping at Texana in a tent with kids. Okay. You're not going to get any sleep. And it's not because of the kids. It's the raccoons. The raccoons are going to peel into I lost 6 pounds of hamburger meat to raccoons that night.
But you get them attached to something else other than this little thing right here that is called a computer screen or a phone screen, because what goes on here, we can't control as parents what the kids see, no matter what kind of restrictions or whatnot.
There's Very funny, Pat.
There's always ways around that, but you get them involved with something else that gets them in touch with nature, that gets them in touch with God, that gets them in touch with parents, so that when they do look at the computer screen or at the phone screen, they can then decipher themselves what's good and what's wholesome and what's something that they
Exactly.
could learn from. I teach my kids honestly to stay away from the news.
Yeah,
because
I agree. The news is horrible.
The news is horrible. And, not getting too political, but whether you're looking at Fox News or CNN, you're getting one side of an argument.
And it's generally wrong.
It's generally wrong. It's generally
manipulative.
Yes, it's propaganda one way or another. And, no matter what my beliefs are, your beliefs are, you're going to take that route, that side that you watch. And it's not going to be 100% true. That's, I call that lying by omission.
Exactly. So Pat Strauss, in his infinite wisdom, said, I wish I had a picture of Rob with a fish.
Oh, wow.
So, Pat, check your email or your text. I sent him a picture of me holding a 48-inch red snapper that I caught.
I have a picture somewhere in one of my 1 million photos on my phone. I was on a charter out of Galveston.
Yeah.
Called I forget what it's called, but it was basically
Scat Cat or Wharf Cat.
No,
Galveston. That's
Galveston.
Corpus.
It was the Cavalier, I think.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people on there. There was about 20 or 30 people, but I came out with a pretty decent sized sheephead. It was at least 18 inches.
Yeah, that's a nice sheephead.
And
you know what, people? That sheephead are good eating.
Oh my gosh.
I was raised on sheephead.
And a 42-inch bull red.
Yeah, that's nice. Here's another thing. I don't know if those boats are still around, but if you don't have a boat and you want to take your kid fishing, wait till he gets to be about 8 or 9. Go down and get on the Wharf Cat or the Scat Cat out of Aransas Pass. The last time I went out on that thing, it was, I think, $65 for a day.
Yeah.
And that covers your license and everything. So all you need to do is bring Diet Coke and some type of a cracker, like a Nestine cracker, because that helps keep you from getting seasick. So, and they'll take you out for a half day. It's a great time. They'll put you right down on some fish. And if they're not there, they'll move. So
I went on that Cavalier twice.
Yep.
The first time was actually a pretty horrible experience for me.
Yep. Seasick.
Coupled with hangover.
There you go.
And I learned real quick.
You don't drink the night before.
No, and it was one of those things. It was vacation time. Me and a buddy of mine went out there to Galveston, and we weren't out partying. It wasn't that type of drinking. It was just, we're going to go to the restaurant. We had some food and we had some drinks. Then, and I lived right there. So it wasn't like we were very far from it, but combination of that, and we didn't get totally smashed or whatnot, but being diabetic, I shouldn't be drinking anyway.
Yeah.
And I wasn't as young as I used to be either. So
this wasn't too long ago.
No, it wasn't too long ago. It was like a couple of years before I moved back over here. And yeah, sure enough, it got me. So I ended up saying, okay, I got to really enjoy this experience.
Yeah.
So I went out again and
well,
totally different.
When my dad was alive, that's one thing that we had was fishing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the last time I went fishing with him, he fell out of the boat.
Oh, wow.
Now, my dad was 6'5" and weighed about, at right before he passed away, he was probably, I'd say 245, but he was always 260 to 280. And he was not a fat man. He was real tall and muscular, but at the end of his life, his balance wasn't the same. So he reached down to pick up a piece of shrimp off the boat and did an endo right off into the bay.
When endo went outdo.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, just grab onto the boat, and I fired up the engine. I backed us up to the shore and let him climb in. He ruined his wallet, his phone. I mean, I've got a picture of him sitting on the boat floor of the boat or the deck of the boat, just drenched, laughing.
Patrick says we need to take a flask too.
Oh yeah, you always take a flask. Yep. So, but Pat and I take a flask pretty much everywhere we go.
Oh yeah.
So, and Pat is a whiskey aficionado.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we need to get him on one day.
Yeah. He needs to come in. So,
See, I need to broaden my horizons with whiskey because
Pat'll do it.
I haven't had very much. Like I tell people, my go-to it's give me some Jim Beam or some Jack Daniel's Devil's Cut.
Jim Beam is what you drink when you're 18.
Okay. No.
Jack Daniel's is what you drink in college.
Let me take it back to my world. When you're 18, you drink MD 2020.
Oh, no.
And then
gut cleaner.
Yes. MD 2020, but it's easy to get to, or Boone's Farm.
Yeah. I've had some Boone's Farm.
But what we also did, what I got when I was 18, I actually went to Mexico to buy it because I was able to buy liquor then. I just wasn't allowed to bring it back. So I had a friend bring it back for me. El Presidente. You ever had that?
No.
It's a brandy. It's a Mexican brandy.
Ooh, it does sound good.
Oh,
though.
It is good. It's good. It's not very expensive. It's a Mexican brandy. But I kept that bottle. I didn't open it, didn't do anything to it. I put it in my closet. So when I was 21 and legally able to drink, but religiously I wasn't able to drink because I was still Mormon at the time.
Yeah.
But 21 years old, we Latinos, we got to have a drink with our dad. So popped it open, had a drink with my dad on my 21st birthday.
Pretty good?
Oh, yeah, it's good. But, I'll still go buy a bottle of El Presidente as well.
Can you get it in the border towns?
Yeah, I mean, you can get it over here.
So if we went to Laredo.
You can get it here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
But it may be a little unsophisticated for your palate, but.
I have drink. I don't worry about it.
Okay.
Now I'll tell you what, I have never been a gin drinker.
It tastes like pine trees.
Well, so for Christmas, Brent and Dawn Carter got me a bottle of gin.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "You're a gin drinker." I said, "No, ma'am, I'm not, but I will be." I took it home and I started doing my homework on what to do with it, how to make this, that, and the other. So I started making jalapeno martinis. And they are out of this world.
No, see, whenever I hear gin, any thought about me drinking it comes to Snoop Dogg. Sipping on gin and juice.
Yep, gin and juice.
Bag.
But if you take,
Now, if you know the rest of the lyrics, put it in the comments.
Right. If you take and make that martini, but chop up and mince a jalapeno pepper and put it in there with just a little bit of jalapeno juice. Oh, baby. That is so good. With 2 nice big olives. Yeah. I became a gin drinker that week.
Jalapenos on a steak.
Jalapenos on a steak.
Jalapenos make the world go round.
Yes.
Now, when my son was in Korea, and I never got a chance to send him to any, but he said that they couldn't get jalapenos over there because they were so expensive. Like he could get it from the exchange. He could literally buy them, but they're like $6 or something like that.
Yeah. El Presidente, according to Mark Kurtz, is very good.
It is good.
And Lisa said malt duck. And Boone's Farm, LOL.
Oh, wow. No, okay. So I used to live, there's this gas station. This is the cheap stuff I'm talking about, by the way. Like where Stroman is or where used to be, whatever, there's this gas station kind of right there on that Ben Jordan, whatever that street is. Now there is a Cajun Wok place in there too, but they used to make some great hamburgers in there. I used to live on that side road that touches there. I used to walk across and go get a Thunderbird.
Oh my God. That's even worse than Boone's Farm.
Oh my goodness, man. But let me tell you, man, pour one out to my homies.
What flavor?
Whatever they had.
Strawberry?
Whatever they had.
Okay. You know what? I forgot about this until just now. You come across that with whatever flavor they had. So I'm a big Texas liquor guy.
Mm-hmm.
I do my business with Texas liquor because I know Sean and he's a great guy. And he's going to be here. Sean's going to be on here in 2 weeks. So I pull up to Texas Liquor over there on the loop. And I said, yeah, I'm here. I just need a bottle of Rebel 100. He says, I'm out of Rebel 100 regular. He says, but I got some Rebel 100 root beer. I said, here's my card, good man. Rebel 100 is $19 a bottle. This was $16 a bottle. And it is really, really good. Yeah, you got about 3 minutes left. And it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It will be better when I pour it into a root beer.
Put some ice cream in it.
Oh, well, see, so as soon as I got it, I called Barbara Brazil. Barbara doesn't drink, but she loves root beer.
Mm-hmm.
So I called her on the phone, and they were up north going to see the grandkids. And I said, hey, I got just the stuff for you. I just pulled away from the liquor store with some root beer flavored whiskey. And she says, now, if I get any kind of alcohol, I'm really quiet. And I said, Bill, money well spent, brother.
Now, you're not supposed to mix your liquors, but imagine you had that root beer whiskey and that whipped cream vodka.
Ooh,
that might be something to think about.
That might be, or a vanilla vodka.
Vanilla vodka.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's I have a book at home called The Bartender's Guide, and it's really, really good, and it helps you figure out all these recipes and stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey guys,
it's almost that time.
It's almost that time. We really want to thank everyone for joining in, all the comments.
We got about a minute and a half, so slow your roll there.
Don't forget. I can go on this part for 2 minutes if I needed to.
Okay, go.
But really do again want to appreciate everybody for liking, sharing, subscribing to our pages. And we encourage y'all. The best thing you can do for our pages right now, our YouTube and our Facebook, is to share them with everybody that you've ever met in your entire life.
I mean, this show is just us up here talking about scratching and spitting. So, hey, and if you guys want to come on and sit here and talk to us and enjoy some coffee and maybe going out and having a taco later, that's great, because that's where we're heading. We're going to go get us a taco.
And if you're on the 95.9 family, feel free to join us on Facebook and YouTube as well. Or if you got a question, email us.
Yeah.
The Mandate Show TX at gmail.com, or the number 361-575-9509.
Call up here and talk to Lilo. Lilo will be more than glad to get us hooked up. So, hey, one more good old swig of coffee. Everybody grab your cup.
Salute.
Oh, that's so good.
Too bad this doesn't have Dos Equis.
Oh, I'm telling you. Or a little Bailey's in the morning. Well, Andrew, another show underneath us. This is what, show 7?
Something like that.
Yeah. So, awesome. And I'm sorry, last week I told everybody we were going to be on, and they pulled a shenanigan on us and added a bunch more likes.
Oh, yeah. But thanks again.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, they did. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. So, hey, wait a minute. I got it. All right, guys. Hang on.
KHNC Magic 95.9 FM, Goliad, Victoria, Lopez.
Goodbye, guys. We'll see you next Saturday.